Savannah Disputation is about two sisters who live in Savannah. They are Catholic women who have been in the Catholic Church a very long time and have lived with each other for a long time. An evangelical Christian girl comes to their house to witness to them. One of them is completely uninterested, and the other one has questions about it and becomes interested in what this woman has to say. There is then set up a little meeting between those two sisters, the woman who comes to visit them, and their priest, the sister's priest, and a little conversation one evening takes place about many things, not just religion, but about what we believe, how we find community, how we find people that not only are related to us by blood, but that are related to us by, for lack of a better word, spirit, and how those things are as rich a part of our lives as the literal things we might believe or think we believe or find out we believe.
I was raised as a Catholic and went to parochial school for 8 years. My family was very Catholic. We had Catholic pictures on the wall. We had a little Mary porcelain thing with a plant coming out of it. And so that prepared me a lot for this play. I am very much like Margaret, and I am very eager to please. And I do try to always be conciliatory with people. I'm always trying to smooth the waters, calm the ruffles. And I understand that kind of a person who just wants to be liked.
One is kind of ditzy and wonderful and wants to please everybody and wants to just keep the peace. And one is incredibly opinionated and knows she's right and says herself, I don't have any friends and don't need any friends. And she has a reputation for being mean. And I don't know why I play that one, but I do.
We like to belong. And when someone calls into question if what we belong to is right or wrong, we get our ire up and we need to defend that, when actually we're very close to believing the same things. I think that's the beauty of what he's written. He hasn't written about Christians and their and what's different between them and Muslims or Buddhists, but it's about Christians. And yet we believe basically the same thing. But we think, what you believe is wrong, what I believe is right. How do we even get into that situation?
I think the Catholic Church comes out looking pretty good in this. And I don't mean that they win or that that we come down and say, oh, good, thank God the Catholics got it right and we're on board with that. It's not that. It's really much more about understanding each other's point of view.
Part of the reason that Anita decided to do this play was for Cristine and Maureen, who play the sisters. So I was lucky enough to get on that train with them. Because having read the play and having seen the play, I think there was a lot of talk before this that they were great, perfect people to play these parts. And the great thing I'm excited about is that the other two people, the woman who comes, the evangelical who comes to the door, and the priest, are people that we all know each other. We all didn't know everybody, but everybody in the cast and me knew somebody or several people.
Personal relationships, love, fear of death, all those things that dog us as human beings, we sort of touch on, but in a very light way. And we laugh at one another and, our inability to cope sometimes with the answers or lack of answers.
It's about people. It's not about religion. It's not about arguments. It's about people.
It will make you laugh, and if that's all that happens, what's wrong with that? It might just make you laugh, but I think it will do a little bit more.